Hello, superheroes. It's Miss Ross, and I'm here with another read aloud. So, today I have a book here, and shout out to Miss Caitlin for getting this book for our class. This book is called Even Superheroes Have Bad Days. Now, you guys are my superheroes, so I thought about you when I saw this book. Everyone has bad days, and even more so now with everything that's going on in the world. It's easy to have a bad day because things aren't the same like we miss things being. But you have choices to make whenever you have bad days. You can choose to be upset and be angry and retaliate, which means to get back at people. Or you can say, you know what? I know this is a bad day, but I'm not going to let it control my actions. So, this story is actually about superheroes and the choices that they can make whenever they're having a bad day. I have two superheroes that are joining me today. This is my friend Sonic. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? And, hi, Sonic. I have his sidekick, Tails. What's up, everyone? How's it going? All right, so Sonic and Tails are going to be here with me while I read the book. So they're going to sit and watch. You ready, Sonic? You ready, Tails? Okay. I hope you guys listen. They're superheroes too. Even superheroes have bad days. By Shelly Becker, who's the author. Illustrated by Ida Cabin. And that is the illustrator, the person who writes the pictures, draws the pictures. So if you'll see here, we have some superheroes. We have Beastie, we have Zing, and we have Thrash, and we have Laser Man. And then in the back of the book, we have Magnifique, we have Screecher, we have Typhoon, and we have Icky. Those are our 8 superheroes who are featured in this book. Even superheroes have bad days. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they have a bad day, they could use superpowers to kick, punch, and pound. They could shriek, they could streak with an ear-piercing sound. So this is showing you something that they can do that's a negative thing if they have a bad day. They could crush wooden crates and bend metal gates. They could throw trucks and buses across several states. Because they're super and strong, they could do those things. Are those things nice? No. But sometimes when people have bad days, they do things that aren't nice. They could knock over buildings like towers of blocks and crumble the streets into rubble and rocks. They could use laser eyes to ignite forest fires or fling boomerangs to deflate the town's tires. This reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph. But upset superheroes have all sorts of choices. Instead of destruction and loud, vivid voices, they burn angry steam off with speed of light hiking or super extreme outer space mountain biking. So if you'll see here, it says that superheroes have choices that they can make when they're having a bad day. The choice here that this superhero decided to do was to steam off their anger with speed of light hiking or super extreme outer space mountain biking. So basically, she's exercising or she's doing some type of sport or activity to kind of get her mind off the bad day. That's a choice. They race to the rescue of people in need and delight in the joy of a super good deed. They hatch super plans to help banish world sadness, building fabulous theme parks for giggles and gladness. So, here's another choice you can have. If you're having a bad day, do something nice for someone else. Sometimes it takes your mind off of your own problems when you're helping other people. They chase wanted bad guys with supercharged zing, dragging hundreds to jail while police dance and sing. So they're helping their community by catching the bad guys instead of when they have a bad day, grumping and complaining and getting upset, they're still helping others out and still doing their job that they're called to do. They track down and tame super menacing beasts and transform pity parties to victory feasts. You know, a pity party is when you're like, but I'm just not good at it, but I'm just not smart. That's a pity party. They transform those to victory feast. And that's thinking about all the things you are good at, the things you have victory in. This is called Superville Elementary. But displeased superheroes who don't feel serene could have super temptation to cause a bad scene. So, temptation is when you're really tempted to do something you know you're not supposed to do. So, it's saying that superheroes who are displeased or sad, they have temptation to make bad choices. They could blast icy blizzards on hot afternoons or walloping twisters in monster typhoons. They could do that. They could cause a mess, especially Typhoon in her powers. They could spin super webs super far, super sticky, and tangle up towns with their silk super icky. They could rotate the planet and mess up world time, or sit back and relax while the world fills with crime. So here are more choices that they have. Is this a good one or a bad one? I think this is a bad choice. Sitting back and letting the world erupt in crime when they're superheroes and that's their job to save us. They could do that if they had a bad day, but would they? When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they've had a bad day, they could super rampage. They could, but they don't. Because real superheroes just wouldn't. They won't. And you're a real superhero. So even though you could get upset with your mom because she didn't let you have that third snack, you could go into a super rampage, which is getting upset and making a big scene. You could, but you don't because you wouldn't. You won't. Instead, they dig down to their super best part, the strong superpowers contained in their heart, and using their talents as true heroes should, they battle the urge to do harm, though they could. They acknowledge their sorrow, their anger, their pain, as they wait for their super emotions to wane. Wane means like slowly go away or fade away. So sometimes you can just sit and wait and just let the anger go away instead of reacting when you're having the urge to do harm. Looks like you guys in class, whenever we have the moment of silence, and you're like, that's what they're doing. They're meditating. If it's okay if they frown. It's okay if they sigh. It's even okay if they slump down and cry. But then they get up and get on with their day. So is it okay to have emotions? Yes, you're human. You're going to be upset and sad sometimes. You're going to frown. You're going to sigh and say, this is just not a good day. And sometimes you might even feel the need to cry and get it all out. That's okay too. But what do? But then they get up and get on with their day, saving the world in their most super way. The end. And here are these superheroes. So, you guys, I chose this book because I know right now we have choices to make. We can choose to um, let every day be a bad day and be sad about the fact that we're not in school anymore and we're not with our friends anymore. Or we can choose to think about how grateful we are to be with our families, to have food, to be safe, to not be sick. So, even though superheroes have bad days, and I'm sure that we've had some and may even have some more, we have choices to make when we have bad days. We can choose to complain and have a pity party, or we can choose to be grateful, meditate on all the good things that we have, and maybe even help someone else that may not be doing as good as you. So, anyways, please respond to this story on Class Dojo and let me know what you thought about it. All right, my superheroes. Hope you have a great day. Bye.